Hello there, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be discussing another Moja Love reality show called Young Moms. This is season 2. As you should know, season 1 was called Teenage Moms. So we are going to be looking at the stories of these young moms, Amukelani, Zanele, Anele, Ntando, no Abongile. I'm sure there's more than that, but yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so let's start with Untando, since she's the most annoying character of all. Yo, Untando is such a piece of work. No, Untando is so super disrespectful. Like, Untando is disrespectful. She disrespects her sister, who helps her so much, Ngumtana, and she disrespects her mom so much, who was so supportive actually during her pregnancy, and I think is still supportive now that the baby is here. But I guess we also can't ignore the fact that Untando is battling with, I'm thinking, depression. I mean, I'm not a I'm not a professional, so I can't just go around diagnosing people, but Mang Peggy Lenje, I can say Uguti, she is battling with some type of depression. I don't know if it's postnatal depression or what the problem is, but it is most probably postnatal depression. I think Untando has not fully accepted her reality. She seems like she's a girl that's wishing that her reality was something else. She wishes that things were not the way that they were. So far, I think it's only 3 episodes that are out. So when the first episode came out, it shows Untando coming from the hospital. She tried to unalive herself with some pills, and when she gets home, she starts telling her sister and her mom, they don't care about her. It's only her boyfriend that cares about her. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, of which, I mean, is obviously not true, because I feel like they do give her a lot of support. It's just that Untando, I think Untando thinks that when people support you, they have to put up with your bad behavior. They have to just sit by while you make bad decisions, and that's just not how it is. Like, according to Untando, her mom and her sister being there for her is taking care of her responsibility and not expecting her to do anything, because it seems like she doesn't want to do anything. She doesn't want to look after the child. She doesn't want to give up anything. She is participating in risky behaviors, in my opinion. She's participating in behaviors that can put her in the same position again. She can get pregnant again because she's dating, she's drinking, she's out of the house. Remember in season 1, she had to go be fetched at her boyfriend's house. I mean, it's crazy, You would think Uguti, because she's in this position, she would be focusing her energy on raising her child and going to school and make. Untando has guts. She's got guts to even tell her mother ukuthi yena udakiwe, yena bekaphuza. She doesn't want to take care of the baby. She's telling them that she doesn't want to take care of this baby. So I think maybe there's also a problem with the way that she bonds with the baby. Her mom also mentioned ukuthi, like, Untando akakuzwa ubuhlungu, like umntana makakhala, she doesn't have that motherly thing when her child is crying too, So I think like her motherly instincts have not kicked in. And I remember actually, I think the first season she used to be like that. Like, she would just have the baby there and she'd just be on her phone, and any chance Untando gets to be away from her baby, that she wants that opportunity. Any opportunity to not be around the child, she's there for it. So this is another thing that, I mean, I don't have a problem with Moja Love. I really like their shows. I watch most of the shows that are on there. You're gonna put people on TV to show their struggles and their socioeconomic difficulties and all that. I think that they need to be there needs to be some kind of counseling that we also see as viewers. Like, we need to see her tackling these issues. Why did she? I want to see her in therapy, and I want to hear a therapist asking her, why did she try and take her life? Why can't she bond with the baby? What are her plans for the future? Like, you can't just be putting these girls on blast and making money out of their sad stories, not really offering them some kind of, therapy or recourse, of which maybe they are. Maybe they do offer them. We just don't see it. Okay. All right. Up next, this character, I don't think she was there in the first season. Her name Anele. Anele also has a baby. I don't remember seeing the baby. Maybe the baby was there. But what stood out to me, Anele, that I found so strange is that she leaves her child with her granny. When they showed her granny, oh my goodness, the girl is old. Like, the granny looks like she needs someone to take care of her. Granny literally looks like she needs a caretaker. She needs somebody who's going to be there and, make food for her and take care of her. And do you understand what I mean? Like, that, the mommy is old. That is not a granny who is at the age of changing nappies and taking care of babies. Like, there's no way. I refuse. But this girl leaves the baby with her granny. So when we're introduced to her, she's having a conversation with her brother, and her brother is asking her, like, why are you never around? Like, why are you never looking after the child? Mina, when I come, mangiza, so she's like, no, mina vele ngiyamtshela ugogo ukuthi ngiyahamba ngizobuya kusasa. And the brother is like just as shook as I am when she says uyobuya kusasa, and I'm like, uyobuya kusasa, where are you? Like, where are you going for the whole night? I think we can guess where she's going the whole night, but anyways, no judgment. Our brother is like, no, you need to cook for the child. The child needs to eat properly. If uyazuvela ukuthi uzoya endaweni zakho, it's better for you ukuthi uphekele umntana and then ugogo azi ukuthi ukudla kukhona so that ugogo akwazi ukudlisa umntwana. She flat out says, no, yena, she can't do that. Futhi, she would rather take the baby with her wherever she's going the whole night. Okay. See, Uguti, most of these kids that's literally exactly what they are. They're still kids. They still have that thinking of children. They still think like kids. I mean, for you to expect a granny who is that age to cook and change nappies, that is insane. That is actually so abusive to this granny, because she's literally at the age where she needs to, like, wake up and do her garden if she has the strength for that, and just have her grandchildren around helping her. She really should not be babysitting. I don't even think that's safe. Next, we have Amkelani. So Amkelani was one of my favorites from the first season. So she was one of my favorites. She seemed like she's very mature for her age. She was very mature. She was very clear. She was very, like, she's one of those who still has dreams. She really looks like she's gonna go far. She's participating in things at school. She's winning awards, and all round she seems like she's a good child. We see her argue with her mom, and then she asks her mom, does her mom have matric and whatnot? And her mom is just like, like, when you go to school, you're going to school for yourself. You're not going to school for me. You're not doing me a favor by going to school. Of which, like, I think sometimes these teenagers really need to be reminded, Guti, every single thing that you do, you're doing it for yourself. You're not doing it for your mom. You're not doing it for anyone. Like, duh, you know. So in where she calls her baby daddy and he's not answering her calls. Oh my gosh, like that looks so stressful. And she's like, the baby doesn't have nappies, the baby doesn't have milk, the baby doesn't have anything. And when you're out here ignoring my calls, like you need to support your child. Can you imagine like being a teenager and like having to beg the person that put you in this predicament? Well, he didn't put you in that predicament. Like it's both of you who put yourselves in that predicament. But I mean, can you imagine having to remind that other person, we have a child, you need to be giving me money for the baby, you know? So yeah, Amkulani, I love her. I think her tattoo is very questionable. But I mean, go off, babe. All right. So up next, we are gonna talk about Abongile. Abongile, I think she's also new. I don't know her from the first. I could have just forgotten, but I don't know her from the first season. But she seems like she's got a good head on her shoulders. She's very calm. She's very respectful. She's nothing like Untando. I didn't want to villainize Untando, but she's so hard to like. It's so difficult. Like she is so difficult, and like she just has this attitude. Like she just feels what's the word? Entitled. She feels entitled. People must take care of her child. People need to give her attention. Like Untando, the world revolves around her. The world revolves around Untando, and everybody needs to do things the way she wants them to be done, or else she's going to unalive herself. I digress. Yeah, so Abongile, she's the one that lives with her boyfriend. Like, she lives with her boyfriend. She's in high school. So she lives with her boyfriend. Ali. I mean, I like the fact that, he doesn't really seem too much older than her. I don't know what their age difference is, but they seem like Ngati, they're a bit close in age, so it's not like that creepy age difference. So far he seems like a good guy. He's okay. We don't see a lot of him in the first 3 episodes, but what we do see, he seems like he's very supportive. He seems very loving. They seem to have a good relationship. And one other thing that I like is that she's got a very good relationship with her father. So she seems to have a very good support system. If she can take that support system, do something with her life, I know that she's going to get very far. I like her. She's very nice. Another thing where I feel like Moja Love also fails these people is like she's got some mommy issues, some abandonment issues. I think her mom left when she was like a baby, and we see her trying to get in touch with her mom, and her mom is all the way in KZN. She asked this other lady, actually I don't know how she's related to that lady, but she asked that lady to drive her to KZN so that she can meet her mom. So the lady said no, she'll talk to her husband and see how they can help her. But that's where I feel like Moja Love could have stepped in. I think they could have done a bit more, and not just like show us her struggling to get in touch with her mom and to get to KZN. Like she doesn't have money to go to KZN. I think that's where they could have maybe stepped in and tried to help her for the better. But I mean, I like her. I think her storyline, I think she's gonna make something of herself. I like her. Okay, and then the last one, I also like her a lot, Zanele. So Zanele is the small petite girl. She's very adorable, very cute. I like her as well. She's very respectful, and I really felt her story in the first season where she's got a difficult relationship with her mom. I think her mom has an alcohol problem, so I kind of felt her story because I understood like what type of home that she was coming from. So Uzanela is doing quite well. At least she is one of the girls that are actually co-parenting well with the father of her child. So Usmanga, I don't like Usmanga. I don't like him. I do not like him at all. I don't like him. But me not liking him, I still appreciate the fact that he has stepped up and he's supporting his child. He's supportive towards Uzanele and he's there for his baby. But he is so fucking disrespectful. Yo, Usmanga is such a piece of disrespectful shit. I hate respectful boys because he's not a man. He's so disrespectful towards Zanele's mom. And he disrespects Zanele's mom with his whole family. Like, I despise that whole family, honestly. Like, they're those type of families that believe that they're better than other people. So Mapapegu Mamaga Zanele, they just see somebody who they are better than. They look down on her because she's got a drinking problem. But at the end of the day, in the first 3 episodes, we see that Zanele's mom seems to be the only person who actually looks after that child. And because there's a scene where Zanele asks Smanga's aunt to look after the baby so that she can study. And the aunt is just like, I have a life. I can't do it, bitch. So, like, she annoyed me so much. Like, they have so much bad shit to say about Zanele's mom. But that child looks healthy. The child looks clean, and Zanele's mom is not like leaving the child unattended or leaving the child hungry. Like, I don't know, like, she seems like she's being responsible for the child. And she's the only one actually helping Uzanele ngumntwana. Whole picnic scene where Usmanga has this God complex about how he does so much for Uzanele. Like, I wish Zanele could just focus her energy on school so that she can make something of herself and not have to beg this disrespectful man. Because a man who disrespects your mother like that, awindao naye. This mom is doing the best that she can, you get me? So yeah, that's all I have. Actually, it's already like 20 minutes. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.